Welcome back once again to Late Night Unboxing. Tonight we'll be taking a look at the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives from Star Wars Black Series. Luke and Rey. These two are the very first figures from The Last Jedi to be released. They will be available with the red card box individually on Force Friday, next to Kylo Ren Episode 8 and next to Finn with his First Order disguise. The case opens from the center to the sides, revealing the figures of Rey on the left side in her Jedi training outfit and Luke Skywalker on the right side in his Jedi Master outfit. Up to this point, collectors will feel pleased with the look, design, color and sculpt for the case. It's all black with the letters painted in silver and two nice artworks for both characters, Luke and Rey. Rey comes with 3 accessories. Here's a closer look at Rey and Luke before we get to take them out of the packaging, and I must say that face sculpt for Rey is an improvement over its previous figure from The Force Awakens. Skywalker is also looking great, and it seems there will be 2 Luke figures from The Last Jedi, since we've seen him wearing a dark robe. Here we have Luke holding its blue lightsaber for the first time, and I really hope this moment does happen at the beginning of The Last Jedi. I would have rather if they decided to make the cloth out of a soft plastic piece. Seems like Hasbro can still figure it out what the fans and collectors want after all these complaints. The robe for Luke Skywalker is all grey, then on the inside it has 2 strings on each side of it. It could be to tie them around Luke's neck or arms. These figures are both almost about the same height. Luke is 6 inches tall and Rey is just under 6 inches tall. Rey comes with his staff weapon, and it's the same one she has in The Force Awakens. This one has some changes in the paint apps from Rey's previous figure. The strap is painted in light brown, the staff being mostly black with some white wrappings around the staff. And yes, it's an improvement over the one that came with the previous figure. For the iconic lightsaber, we get a much dark blue for the saber. I think it looks way better than just having it too light. Then the hilt has a nice design and sculpt. There's a red button over there, a nice golden rectangle, and has some black lines at the bottom of the hilt. And yes, as always, you can pop off the saber from the hilt, and you can attach it to Luke's belt. Unfortunately, you can't do the same with Rey. The question is, will we get to see Luke holding his classic lightsaber one last time during The Last Jedi? What fans really expect to see is Luke igniting its blue lightsaber after so many years for the first time, just after Rey encounters him on Acto. Now, I don't see how Rey still has the blaster which Han Solo gave to her during their visit to Maz Kanata's palace, since Kylo Ren kidnapped her during their first encounter. Her Jedi outfit is looking quite nice. The colors make me believe she could have become a great Jedi after all. Handsome Luke can move his head left to right very good. Ladies and gentlemen, I get the impression that this could be the best Black Series Luke action figure to date. His head can move all the way down for a serious or mysterious way. Just try not to make him look sad. He can't look up at all. That happens because of the way its hair is sculpted, but it's got a cool grey painting with some white hairs that go all the way down to its beard. His blue eyes and eyebrows are well painted too. The grey straps on his uniform look very good. They have nice wrinkles. He can move his arms outward just about that much. Then we also get some wrinkles for the white parts and in the arms. And then, of course, they can rotate the 360 degrees, so don't need to worry for the articulation on Luke's arms. Then it has single joint elbows that can bend up to 90 degrees, I believe. They also have a very nice in and out movement and rotation at the elbows. He has a ball joint waist that crunches forward and backward, and it can move just a little from side to side. Very nice, I like it. It moves, it rotates, but it's very limited, remember that. Not really sure this is the right color for his robotic hand. I feel it's way too dark, almost black. They should have added more silver paint details, but remember, they never give what the collectors want. The wrist can hinge in and out real nice, and they have a nice rotation. Same articulation for both arms. It has gripping hands on both of its hands. I like how the belt looks despite not being sculpted separately from the tunic. It's painted in brown with a nice silver buckle in the middle. There's no extra details on the back of its belt. The pants on Luke Skywalker have no extra paint details. They are just painted in solid grey color. But it's not looking bad, and you'll find it has upper thigh cut on both legs. Then it also has the classic double joint knees, so very nice, they can bend real good. It has some nice straps all around its boots, all painted in grey. The boots have no rotation at all. I find it very irritating that some figures have it and others don't. The ankles can move up and down real good. The ankles move just a little back and forward. It has ankle pivot, and 2 peg holes at the bottom of his feet. He can kick forward pretty far without no problem. For a man of his age, that's actually very impressive. But then again, when trying to kick backwards, it just won't help. I mean, he can kick backwards, but just about that much. Finally, he can move his legs to the side so he can do the splits real good. Let's take a quick look at Rey's articulation. She can move her head to the left and to the right without any problem. Then she can look all the way down, but the problem comes here. When trying to move her head to look up, it won't move as much as you would like it to. And there's a little bit of pivot going on. Her arms can move to the sides real good, then they also rotate 360 degrees. And she has single joint elbows that can bend up to 90 degrees. Then it does move in and out and rotation at the elbows. The wrist hinges up and down. She has the trigger finger on its right hand, and it has a very good rotation at the wrist. Her ball joint waist has a nice movement, so you are able to move it around and to the sides, just like I'm showing you right now. And then it crunches back and forward just about that much. For the legs articulation, Rey has swiveled at the thigh cut on both of its legs. I believe her pants are the same color as Luke, which is solid gray. There's a double joint knees, very nice bending. The boots are painted in dark solid brown color and they have 4 buckles in the back of it. The skirt piece looks okay, but makes me upset they didn't add any soft goods on it. This is as far as she can kick forward, the same as any other figure from this toy line. We can't deny the fact that Rey has very nice and sexy legs. When trying to kick backwards, her legs only move just that much, as always very limited. This action figure has no boot rotation at all. Her ankles move up and down and it has ankle pivot. It has 2 peg holes at the bottom of her feet. Her legs move outward just about that much, so she can do the splits real good. Let me show you. I feel happy with Rey's new sculpt. There is a holster on its right side which is attached to the skirt, so it's not removable at all, and here you can put on her blaster. It looks very nice. Like I said, both hands are sculpted different. There's a trigger finger on the right hand and a gripping hand for the staff or lightsaber on its left hand. Let's put on her blaster so you can get a much better look of this accessory, which is in fact very well appreciated. So many cool textures and details going on all over here. Rey is such a cool character and I'm really enjoying her new design over here. Her skin tone looks pretty good. Better than the previous figure from The Force Awakens. Now let's put on the staff on its gripping hand. The arms and wrappings around them are better executed than on the previous Rey action figure. If they ever try to reboot the Force Awakens 6-inch Rey action figure, they should really get based on this new mold, but adding some new improvements. It seems Rey will have to face very great challenges in this new chapter. Here we have episode 7 Rey next to episode 8 Rey, and the new one is looking much better and not looking pale at all. The straps have different paint tabs on both, and left is a little bit thinner than the right. And finally, here's Luke from episode 4 next to Luke from episode 8, and the skin color is very different on both of them, but the eyes are very similar. It seems that the lightsaber on both Luke figures has exactly the same colors. I thought the new one was a little darker, but I guess not. Will Luke Skywalker train her in the ways of the Force? All the questions will be answered very soon. It would have been really nice if they added some soft goods to Rey's skirt, but don't get me wrong, this figure is really great. So that's it for now, people. I really hope you enjoyed my unboxing review for these exclusives. You can display them in so many cool ways, and remember, we all need a small dose of Star Wars every once in a while. You can achieve that by starting collecting the Last Jedi figures, and no, you can skip these two, they really were the price. So that's gonna be all for now. Thank you for watching and until next time.